Today I'm going to share with you a few ways you can use up all of those old rub-ons that you've been having in your stash for several years. I have three methods of rub-on resist that I'm going to show you. The first one is rub-on resist, the next one is stamped rub-on resist, and finally a spritzed rub-on resist. So let's begin with our general rub-on resist. For this resist technique, I've rubbed on a white image onto Whisper white paper. We're going to use the Island Indigo ink and a sponge. And I'm just going to take my sponge and rub ink across the image. And you can already see that the image is starting to resist the ink. You can go back with a Kleenex and blot it off to make it a little bit more crisp. And there's the image as it looks whenever you're finished. So let me just show you an example of one that I made. This is a scrapbook page that I made last night, and you'll notice down here it says love to chat with you, and that is the rub-on resist that I did using my ink. That is Pool Party and Wisteria Wonder ink there. So now I'd like to try the stamped rub-on resist, and again I'm going to use my Island Indigo ink. So here I have a clock rub-on, and I'm going to take my heart and just stamp it on top. Now whenever I start to blot out the ink, at first I just want to blot up and down, and then I'm going to go back and rub around to make it a little bit more crisp. So you can see that circle starting to come out of there. You can see a card that I made using that same technique right here. You can see the word love kind of pops out under that stamped heart image. And there is the regular rub-on resist on the inside. And finally, I want to do a spritzed rub-on resist. So this is the new Blushing Bride Smooch Spritz. And you'll notice that this is not a white image, it's actually a gray image. So now whenever I blot this out, oh, I lost my Kleenex. I'm going to again dab up and down and not actually smear it. And you can see how that image just kind of pops out under that. And here is a card that I made using that same rub-on resist with the Smooch Spritz. And there you have it. There are three ways to get rid of the old, so you can make some room for some new scrap stash in the new year.